Good afternoon. Today we will watch you take the field for the last time this season as a Mustang. The last home game you will play with the friends you have made since kindergarten. We have watched you play with a baseball since before you could walk. It was in your blood. Today we remember watching you play your first T-ball game and all the games in between. Some were with Dad or Pap in the dugout as coaches, and with Mom and family in the bleachers anxiously waiting for you to step into the box. They were there when you got your first hit, your first home run, and when you made your first error, cheering you on just the same. All these memories will be cherished forever. All the dirty uniforms, muddy cleats, baseball equipment, everywhere, the endless practices, and yelling, "Don't play baseball in the house." You have learned so many lessons about life throughout the game of baseball that you will carry with you forever. Throughout the years, you have learned about sportsmanship, leadership, teamwork, accountability, humility, and grace, both in winning and in defeat. As you take the field today, know that we are so proud of your accomplishments and of the young men that you are becoming. Take a moment to take it all in. Take pride in what you've accomplished. This is not an ending, but a new beginning. Now go have fun with your friends and play ball. And now for our LH seniors, Mr. Tyler Sankovich. Tyler is being escorted by his parents, Tom and Candy Sankovich. Tyler has participated in baseball for the past 15 years. He has played for Dunbar Little League, the Fayette Force, Uniontown Junior Legion, and Senior Legion teams, and has been on the high school varsity team for 3 years. Tyler's accomplishments include being named to the 2022 WPIAL All-Section Team, 2021 and 2022 FCAA All-County Team, and he received the 2021 Paul Lancaster Sportsmanship Award. Tyler is an honors student and plans to go to college to continue his education and athletic career. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Sankovich. Mr. Patrick Kavanaugh. Patrick is being escorted by his parents, Michael and Maria Kavanaugh. Patrick has played baseball for 14 years. Patrick's future plans including getting his barber's license and opening his own business. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Kavanaugh. CJ Gesk. CJ is the son of Rob and Diane Gesk and brother of Alex Gesk, a former LH baseball player. CJ has been playing baseball for 13 years. He has played at the varsity level for Laurel Highlands for the past 3 years. He is also a member of the Uniontown American Legion baseball team. CJ was honored to be selected for the FCCA All-County Team his junior year. He is a member of the National Honor Society and the Penn State 4.0 Club. CJ will be attending Penn State University at University Park in the fall, where he will pursue a Bachelor of Science degree in cybersecurity. Ladies and gentlemen, CJ Gesk. Next up, Frank Kula. Frank is the son of Frank and Jill Kula. He started playing baseball at the age of 4 in the R.W. Clark Youth League. He progressed to playing for Leonard Baseball Academy, Uniontown Junior Legion, the U.S. Elite Baseball Organization national team, and of course for the Mustangs. Frank is a 3-year member of the varsity baseball team here at Laurel Highlands. He has great memories of starting playoff games as a sophomore. As a junior, he was able to deliver the game-winning 2-run single to lead LH to the first state playoff win in school history. Frank has had an outstanding senior season and was named the Trib Live WPIAL Baseball Player of the Week earlier this season. He is looking forward to the playoffs again this season with his teammates. Frank was selected to the All-Section and All-County teams in the 2021-2022 season. In the fall, he was awarded the Silver Slugger Award by the U.S. Elite Baseball Organization. In the spring, he was selected by Perfect Game to the preseason high school All-State team and to the Mid-Atlantic Regional team. Frank wants to say thanks to all his current and former LH teammates and coaches who have helped him shape into the player he is today. He is also appreciative of all the support he has received from Mustang Nation. Frank is a member of the National Honor Society and the Penn State 4.0 Club. He will graduate with highest honors here in a few weeks. He also has accepted a Division I baseball scholarship to the University of Rhode Island, where he plans to major in engineering. Lastly, Frank wants to thank his friends and family, especially his parents and sister, Olivia, for all their love and support in everything he does. Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Kula. Next up, Paxton Petronas. Paxton Petronas is the son of and escorted by Wendy and Patrick Petronas. He has been playing baseball for 14 years with Hark, middle school, high school, Legion, and travel leagues. He has maintained a 4.0 GPA, 4.0 plus GPA, and will continue his academic and athletic career at Garrett College, working for an associate's degree in cybersecurity. He will finish his academic career at WVU with a master's in computer engineering and computer science. Ladies and gentlemen, Paxton Petronas. Next up, Blaze Krisner. Blaze is the son of Julie and John Krisner. Blaze has played baseball for 10 years. He's played travel ball for the Clark Curve, the Wrecking Balls, LBA Legends, and the Mon Valley Vipers. His greatest high school memory was winning the WPIAL championship for basketball. His future plans are to attend Coastal Carolina University. Ladies and gentlemen, Blaze Krisner. Next up, Caleb Yanowski. Caleb is being escorted by Angela Yanowski and Sean Alamri. Caleb is the son of Angela Yanowski. He has been playing baseball for 10 years. Caleb's future plans are to continuing playing baseball in college while studying civil engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Yanowski. And last, but certainly not least, Mr. Braden O'Brien. Braden O'Brien is the son of Chris and Kim O'Brien and the brother of Jordan O'Brien. Braden has been playing baseball for 15 years. He began playing t-ball at age 4 for Clark Little League. Braden had played on numerous tournament teams while at Clark and also played travel ball for 5 years with the Leonard Baseball Academy. He's played on the Uniontown Junior League team and is currently a member of the Uniontown Senior Legion teams. Braden was selected for the All-County team his sophomore and junior years. Academically, Braden is a member of the National Honor Society and the Penn State 4.0 Club. Braden received an academic merit scholarship to attend the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg, where he will be majoring in management accounting and playing baseball for the Bobcats. Ladies and gentlemen, Braden O'Brien. On behalf of the entire district and high school, congratulations, seniors.
The WPIAL High School Sports Network, being brought to you by the C. Harper Auto Group, Movement Physiotherapy, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, Russ Playhill, your local Allstate insurance agent, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, the Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood, Potter's Bar and Grill, Uniontown Detailing, Ford of Uniontown, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, Peachin's Pharmacy, NovaCare Rehabilitation, the Sprouts Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes, Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair, John Marietta for Fayette County Commissioner, South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon, Melinda Delarose for Judge, Mama Ruka's Pizza Shop, the Center's for Rehab Services and Physical Therapist Jim Burns, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, the Radcliffe Law Firm, Shop and Save Walnut Hill Uniontown, Uniontown Detailing, Jimmy Johns, and by attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS, the WPIAL High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Senior day here at Laurel Highlands High School as the Mustangs host the Brownsville Falcons. Brian Morozak alongside Gary Frankhauser, Sarah Camp behind the camera on our Facebook Live video feed, and Bill Madden back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Our live video stream today courtesy of Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair and the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood. And Gary, the Mustangs took care of business with a weekend sweep of Uniontown. They had their first three-game winning streak of the season, and they honored a talented group of seniors before the start of the game, including Patrick Kavanaugh, C.J. Gesk, Frank Kula, Paxton Petronas, Tyler Sankovich, Blaze Krisner, Caleb Yanoski, and Braden O'Brien.
You're right about that. A very talented senior group, and Coach Yeoman has to be really satisfied with the performance of the squad, as you said, sweeping Uniontown that really pushed them up in the section standings to second place, tie with Ringgold, and certainly going to pay dividends when it comes time to seeding in the playoffs. And Uniontown's a good team. That's not something that was just handed to them. The Mustangs played well. And with Uniontown also being in the playoffs, it's going to be interesting here after today's game and a few other non-section games to end the season to see what happens in the playoffs.
And Greater Latrobe 9-1. They're the conference champs. Laurel Highlands and Ringgold second place tie. Uniontown also getting in at 5-5. Brownsville, they're going to miss out on the postseason. This is their penultimate game of the season. They'll take on Valley later on this week. They're 4-11 overall, 3-9 in the conference. They'd like to go out on a high note.
No doubt about that. And these guys are from Brownsville. Brownsville and Uniontown and Laurel Highlands, they all know each other. And, the Brownsville's baseball history is very good. They've had some outstanding baseball players throughout the years, good coaching on that side of the field, and they'll be here to play it this afternoon.
We'll talk to Brad Yeoman when our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Let's face it, sometimes local is just better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. Local expertise. At Allstate, Playo is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown area Allstate agent Russ Playo so Russ can help you with protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate, are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Award-winning cardiac care is close to home at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. According to 2022 statistics by the CDC, roughly 18.2 million Americans over the age of 20 have coronary artery disease. Each year, 805,000 people experience a heart attack. Of those attacks, 1 in 5 go unnoticed, resulting in underlying conditions. The WVU Medicine Heart and Vascular Institute's cardiology team at Uniontown Hospital is a top-tier provider of interventional cardiac care. With a dedicated staff, including board-certified interventional cardiologists, the cardiology department is fully equipped with the resources necessary to provide accurate and effective treatment, utilizing 2 catheterization labs, 2 stress testing machines, and 2 echocardiography machines. The cardiac care team is prepared to accommodate a variety of cardiovascular emergencies and conditions. For more information about cardiac care at Uniontown Hospital, please call 724-430-5530 for the cardiac cath lab or 724-430-5653 for cardiac diagnostic testing. Open 24 hours for your convenience. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital looks forward to assisting you.
Going on now at Sea Harbor Chevy East in New Alexandria. Our customers can save up to $10,000 on a new Silverado with special financing and employee pricing. Chevrolet, find new roads. Offer is valid with purchases of 2022 and 2023 Silverado 1500 crew cab with 2.7-liter engine. Includes Chevrolet loyalty. Must have a 2009 Chevrolet passenger car or truck in the same household. Up to $10,000 off approved credit through GM Financial. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231. Sale ends May 31st, 2023.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon has spent his life helping others. Now, in his 18th year of service, Rick wants to continue as supervisor and is seeking re-election. Democrats can vote for Rick because he's on your ballot. And Republicans, you can write in Rick Vernon on your paper ballot. Let's keep a great team together so Rick can continue to work hard with fellow Republican supervisors Bob Schiffbauer and Jason Scott. Vote for Rick Vernon for Township Supervisor.
Paid for by the candidate.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Brian Rosak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, being joined by Laurel Highlands head coach Brad Yeoman. And Brad, a couple of big wins over Uniontown Friday and Saturday to really put yourselves in the best position possible entering the WPIAL playoffs.
Yeah, those are, 2 really big wins for us. Really happy with, how our kids responded, especially after the Ringgold week. A lot of hype around those games. There was a lot of positioning, a lot of things at stake, and, our kids really responded well. Those are 2 huge wins for us. It's our first 3-game winning streak of the season, if you combine that with the Mount Pleasant game. So, we're just trying to build that momentum now. We kind of know where we stand, clinching a playoff spot officially and, kind of where we are in the standings. So, we're just trying to build that momentum towards the postseason now.
And the pitching was certainly solid as well against Uniontown. Devin threw a great game for you on Friday. Paxton Petronas complete game on Saturday, and hopefully that trend continues next week when the playoffs get underway.
Yeah, and that was the biggest thing that stood out to me is, I thought Kravosky and Paxton were just excellent. They really commanded both games. They both kind of have a different style. They're both left-handed, but they kind of feature different pitch options, and I thought they had good command of all of their pitches. I thought they had good command of the zone. Pax goes no walks on Saturday and in the second game, which is just huge, to limit the base traffic, but yeah, the pitching was excellent. I mean, they only give up, I think, 5 runs combined in those 2 games. It is just a really big deal to hold that Uniontown offense down the way that those guys did and just really give us a great chance to win both games. So hats off to both of those kids.
Oh, your senior day today, and you certainly had a nice little run with this group of seniors.
Yeah. I mean, this is, this is kind of one of those bittersweet days, right? You celebrate the guys that are the seniors that have been in the program. You think of guys like Ty Stankovic and Braden O'Brien and C.J. Guest, who probably have the most tenure, throughout the varsity ranks. And then the other guys, Frank Kula and Caleb Janowski, Paxton Petronas, Blaze Krisner, and even Patrick Cavanaugh, who was a big factor with us last year, too, as a catcher. And shifted to the outfield for us this year. It's a great group of kids. Couldn't be happier for them in the way that the careers that they've put together, how they've advanced this program. So we look forward to certainly celebrating those kids today, but we're definitely going to miss them after this season, that's for sure.
Brad, appreciate your time as always. Best of luck this afternoon.
All right, thank you always, Brian. We'll see you guys at the field, and hopefully Tony stays safe out there today.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks. Bye. That's Laurel Highlands head coach Brad Yeoman joining us here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Brad alluding to the fact that we took a foul ball to our equipment that actually protected Tony in the bottom of the 6th inning on Saturday against Uniontown. He lost a laptop, had a little bit of damage done to our router, but other than that, Tony and I both okay. We're back with the batting lineup for Brownsville, the defense for Laurel Highlands, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Amidar Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school in the Fayette County area for more than 3 years. Amidar Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands school basketball team and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164. Or stop into their office at Amidar Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. Ready for an easier way to manage your cards? Get more power, peace of mind, and security with the new updated app from First Federal of Greene County. Set spending limits, view merchant details, subscriptions, and where your card is stored. Plus, turn off lost or stolen cards. It's card management on your terms. Download the updated app or visit ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprouse Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulesinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Brian Morozak and Gary Frankhauser back here at Landman Field at Laurel Highlands High School. The Mustangs hosting the Brownsville Falcons Senior Day at Laurel Highlands. Gary, hopefully we'll have the umpires coming here soon.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a delay here, waiting for the umpires to arrive. They haven't done the home plate festivities as of yet, but we can give you the starting lineups for the Brownsville Falcons, the visiting team here at Laurel Highlands. Leading off and playing center field, number 12, Derek Tarpley. Batting second and playing catcher, number 1, Davey Timko. In the third spot, the shortstop, Hunter Pelahak. He wears number 10. At third base, Rylan Johnson. He wears number 8. In left field, number 11, Trent Weibel. At second base, number 32, Ethan Olesko. Batting in the 7th spot and pitching, number 16, Gene Thorpe. Batting the 8th spot, the first baseman, Chase O'Hearn. He wears number 44. And in right field, number 40, Brock Vazbinder.
How about the defense for Laurel Highlands?
Setting that up across the outfield. In left field, Blaze Krisner, number 11. In center field, C.J. Gesk, number 2. In right field, Patrick Kavanaugh, an all-senior outfield here for the Mustangs on Senior Day. At third base, Caleb Janoski. Shortstop, Tyler Yankovic. Second base, Frank Kula. First base, Sevi Vecchiola. On the mound for the Mustangs this afternoon, Braden O'Brien. And behind home plate at catcher, Tristan McCoy.
And one guy to really look out for on the Brownsville side, Gary, is the Youngstown State recruit, Derek Tarpley.
Absolutely, and he's leading off. A lot of speed in that leadoff position, and he has been a force for Brownsville for several years now.
We're back with hopefully the first pitch right after this. Laurel Highlands hosting Brownsville from Landman Field here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Hey everyone, I'm John Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly. I'm on my way to becoming your next Fayette County Commissioner. I will stand firm on the Constitution and my faith. And like I always say, fear ain't in this house, and it won't be in the Commissioner's office. Standing up for Fayette County is my #1 priority. Pennsylvania needs good leaders. Courage is contagious. So get ready to ride. The posse is forming. A vote for me is a vote for we the people. I will always be a servant. It's time for change. It's time for we the people. Vote for John Marietta for Fayette County Commissioner. God bless you all, and God bless America.
Paid for by John Marietta for we the people.
Back here at Landman Field, Brian Morozak along with Gary Frankhauser. And Gary, we have umpires, so that's good news.
Yeah, it is. And they look like they're all geared up and ready to go. So we should have a first pitch here, and we're going to have an introduction by the PA announcing Mr. Gesk, who's going to give us the starting lineups for Brownsville and Laurel Highlands, and probably followed by the national anthem.
Let's take a look at some of the numbers for Braden O'Brien so far this season. We mentioned he's on the mound for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. This will be his 4th appearance. Has a 1-2 record. Has worked 13 innings, given up 17 hits, 13 runs, 11 of them earned. Struck out 10 and only walked 4 so far this season. The numbers for Braden O'Brien, and he'll be opposed on the Brownsville side, Gary, by their pitcher Gene Thorpe today.
Yeah, and it's going to be a good tune-up, I think, for not only the Mustang fielders and their bats, but you never know in the playoffs, and especially in the playoffs, that you need at least probably 3, possibly 4 pitchers to get your way through the playoffs. And it's going to be a good chance here for Braden O'Brien to get kind of tuned up for the playoff run.
The Mustangs will play at Upper St. Clair tomorrow to wrap up the regular season. That'll be a 7 o'clock game at the Boys Mayview Complex. We'll have more high school baseball here on WMBS tomorrow night, as well as the Uniontown Red Raiders will play their final home game, taking on Connellsville, another all-Fayette County game. Gary.
Yeah, absolutely, and those are always good. I mean, we have this game here this afternoon between Brownsville and Laurel Highlands, Uniontown and Connellsville. It just gives a chance for all of the fans, all the parents, everyone throughout the entire county to see baseball.
And on the Brownsville side, they're decked out in their away blacks with white numbers and a little yellow trim, and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs in the home whites with blue numbers and red trim. We lost our folks on the radio side, so we'll reconnect with our radio audience and rejoin you from Landman Field in just a moment here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Center field, number 2, C.J. Gesk. Batting third, second baseman,
Ted Sova and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
We're back here at Landman Field, again rejoined by the radio audience. Gary, this game was originally scheduled for 4 o'clock this afternoon. They needed a little more time to work on the field, but it's in pretty good shape here as the Mustangs and the Falcons just a couple of minutes away from getting this game underway.
He did do a fantastic job on the field, but I was down there before the game talking to the coaching staffs, and it is still very wet. This field and the entire area has taken a lot of rain over the last week, and they weren't even sure they were going to be able to get it ready here today, but they did a fantastic job. The field looks fantastic. They got to wear their galoshes in the outfield.
Yes.
No, well.
I think everybody's been busy cutting grass, though, over the last couple of days trying to catch up after all that rain. It pretty much washed out high school baseball last week. Remember, Laurel Highlands and Uniontown were supposed to play last Monday. Opening game of that series didn't occur until Friday. We're going to pause here as they're going to have the national anthem. Then we're back with the first pitch. Laurel Highlands hosting Brownsville here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. I have experience in workplace accident cases for nearly 15 years. Have you been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim? Are you being treated unfairly by your employer? When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to do that. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call us at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans put you in charge of your dream home project with all of the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Back here at Landman Field, just about set to go. Gary Frankhauser will bring you the first inning.
Thanks, Brian. And while I have the opportunity, I want to congratulate you and Tony on that award from the Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters. Last week awarded an outstanding play-by-play award. That's throughout the entire state, and special honor for you two guys.
Yeah, thanks. It was certainly a lot of fun. Tony and I had an opportunity to head out to Harrisburg on Friday, make the trip out east, and really thank everybody from the PABs. You almost got nailed there, Gary. That would be ironic. We moved up here to try to avoid the baseballs and almost got one up here before the game even started.
Yeah, that was pretty close. From the shortstop, I don't think he wants Sankovic wants to throw any that high during the game, but we're just about ready. O'Brien getting his last tosses in and warm-ups being completed. Umpires have set the ground rules, and we're ready for high school baseball here on WMBS, the C. Harper Sports Night.
Gary, of course, I have to thank all the folks behind the scenes. Nick Barczyk, of course, too, throughout the course of the season. Behind the board, Bill Madden working behind the board here today. All of our camera operators, Billy Dice, Sarah Camp, Jerry Dupay, everybody that's helped us out all season as well as our high school sports season begins to wind down. The WPIAL baseball pairings will be announced on Friday. Playoffs start next week, but certainly in the home stretch of the season.
Absolutely, and you mentioned Jerry. We want to make sure we continue to wish him well in his recovery. And Jerry, we're all thinking about you. Hope you're listening here today, and get well and get back in the booth.
For sure. Hope to have him back with us soon as well. Well, Derek Tarpley set to go here in the batter's box, Gary. We'll get this one underway.
Absolutely. Here we go. O'Brien on the hill to face Derek Tarpley, the center fielder. First pitch is a high fly ball hit deep to center field, but now the wind pulling it in, and C.J. Guest gets under it for a one-pitch out to start things off.
And Tarpley really came into the game, Gary, with some great numbers. We mentioned he's headed to Youngstown State next year, 375 average, 12 RBIs, and swinging at the first pitch, and a pretty good shot there into center field. But as you said, brought down there by C.J. Guest, who had a nice series against Uniontown on Friday and Saturday, hoping to continue that this weekend into the playoffs.
Catcher Davey Timko, and he's swinging at first pitch and comes up empty for strike one. So O'Brien's got to like this. The Brownsville team coming in a little aggressive, and he's going to look for some quick outs. That one's in the dirt for ball one, so 1-1 now.
Well, Gary, can't afford a long game here tonight. 5:30 start, no lights here at Laurel Highlands High School. A 3-hour game could put the end in jeopardy.
There's a fastball swing and a miss for strike two. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, but we could play till 9:30.
I don't know if you were around on Friday, but that Laurel Highlands Uniontown game, you mentioned the umps here today, it got delayed about 45 minutes because the umps showed up late and actually ended just before 11 p.m.
Breaking pitch there by O'Brien, swing and a miss for a first strikeout and second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Hunter Pelahak.
Pelahak, shortstop, only a sophomore, batting .222 with 6 RBIs. For Scooter Roebuck, the longtime Brownsville coach, they've had plenty of success as well. We saw them in the state semifinals just a couple of years ago.
Breaking pitch again there from O'Brien for strike one. Swing and a miss by Pelahak. Also, Ralph Rice is a longtime assistant over there.
Yvonne Braddock on the staff as well.
Fastball is in there for strike two, so O'Brien working quickly and effectively.
The Falcons swinging too.
0-2 pitch in the dirt. It's going to be a play at first now, and a good throw down there by McCoy for this, a strikeout and play at first. So just an 8-pitch inning for Braden O'Brien will bring the Mustangs up for their first time with no score on the C. Harper Sports Night here on WMBS.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevrolet.
Our customers can save up to $10,000 on a new Silverado with special financing and employee pricing. Chevrolet, find new roads. Offer is valid with purchases of 2022 and 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab with 2.7-liter engine. Includes Chevrolet loyalty. Must have a 2009 Chevrolet passenger car or truck in the same household. Up to $10,000 off approved credit through GM Financial. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000. Sale ends May 31st, 2023.
Welcome back to Landman Field here on the campus at Laurel Highlands. Take a look at the batting lineup for the Mustangs. Leading off Tyler Sankovic, followed by C.J. Gesk, Frank Kula, Braden O'Brien in the 4th spot, Caden Janoski in the 5th, Patrick Cavanaugh in the 6th spot. Paxton Petronas will be the DH in the 7th spot, and Blaze Krisner batting 8th, followed by Tristan McCoy in that 9th spot.
Defensively for Brownsville, they'll Trent Weibel out in left, Derek Tarpley in center, Brock Vassbinder in right, around the horn Rylan Johnson playing 3rd, Hunter Pelahak playing short, Ethan Olesko playing 2nd, and Chase O'Hearn playing 1st, Gene Thorpe pitching, and Davey Timko catching for the Brownsville Falcons. Now the Mustangs try to make a little hay here, Gary, in the bottom of the 1st.
Absolutely, with a quick top of the 1st there by Braden O'Brien, and We're going to see Tyler Sankovic try to get things started here early for the Mustangs.
Sanka 6'1", 175 senior shortstop, entering the game with a 277 average. He's driven in 8 runs so far this season for Brad Yeoman's Laurel Highlands Mustangs.
So big supply of seniors in the starting lineup here today with Sankovic, Guest, Kula, O'Brien, Kavanaugh, Krisner, all seniors.
You mentioned get well wishes to Jerry Dupay. Also have to send some get well wishes back to Bill Madden inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Bill back working, still trying to rehabilitate his voice a little bit so we can get back and hear Bill on the air, but happy to have Bill back in the studio, and we hope his rehab certainly is going well as well.
Absolutely. That's a radio announcer's nightmare.
Yes, yes, yes.
Leading off.
Sank's going to step in here, Gary, and we'll get the bottom of the first underway.
Sankovic.
Huge crowd up on the stands here, the sun-drenched Mustang field.
Probably the one thing about the 5:30 start, probably got a little more folks here to the game.
Both from Brownsville and Laurel Highlands. Gene Thorpe on the hill, number 16. From the windup, big kick. And swinging foul back by Tyler Sankovic.
You know your firm Davis & Davis, a lot of ties to the Brownsville area as well.
Absolutely.
Probably torn a little bit today.
Not me, maybe the Davises, but. 0-1 pitch in the dirt, 1-1.
I think it'll be just a couple more years, Gary, and this Brownsville team will be back to their winning ways. That's something their program has certainly had a lot of success. Brownsville baseball, rare to see them a non-playoff contender.
That's for sure, and Scooter has them ready no matter what. And there's another fastball in the zone and fouled at the feet of Tyler Sankovic for a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second, no score. Bottom of the first,
yes.
No score.
And prior to last year, the last time Brownsville missed the playoffs was 2011. So last year snapped a 9-year playoff streak for the Falcons.
And there's Sankovic sending one deep to center field, going back and making the catch look easy. Getting back there early is Derek Tarpley as he pulls in that high fly ball by Tyler Sankovic, and the wind just really held that up. And looking at the flag out there in right field, it's blowing in, so it's going to take a mammoth shot to get it out of here today.
Yeah, Tarpley's a player, though. He'll cover a lot of ground in center field, plenty of speed, and we were talking about that a little bit over the weekend, too, Gary. If you can have a speedster in center field, it can really make a difference defensively.
No doubt about that, and Mustangs do have one out there in C.J. Gesk also.
Yes.
First pitch was low and outside for ball 1, breaking pitch. Here's the 1-0. And a bunt down to third base line. It was a good bunt, but it gets in foul territory. A nice play down there by Ryland Johnson to glove it while it was in foul territory. There was no doubt that Gesk was going to beat that out.
Mentioned CJ coming off a pretty good weekend as well against Uniontown. 6', 175 senior, now batting .292 with 8 RBIs, as Gary said, playing center field here today.
Makes the count 1-1. With one out here in the bottom of the first. From the windup again, Thorpe. There's a ground ball to second base. Up with it nicely and on to first for the out for Brownsville was Ethan Olesko at second base, over to Chase O'Hearn. Little roller to the left side of the second baseman, able to glove that, make a nice throw for the second out of the inning, brings up Frank Kula.
That was not an easy play for Olesko. Had to cover a lot of ground there, working off to his left, but as you said, able to hustle down there, get the ground ball, send it off to Chase O'Hearn to retire Gesk 4-3 for the second out of the inning.
So 2 quick outs for the Mustangs, similar to Brownsville, and Kula will look at ball 1, just low and outside.
Got that average up to 400 after a solid game on Saturday.
Thorpe with an off-speed pitch there.
Homered a couple of times, driven an 18 so far this season, headed to Rhode Island, 5'11", 175 senior.
1-0 pitch down the middle for strike 1. I'm sorry, called it ball outside. Little bad vantage point from our perspective here.
We try to move inside to protect you a little more today, Gary.
2-0. Grounded to second again. Oleska knocks it down, gets it over to first again. So another 4-3 out to end the inning. So the Mustangs come up empty. We'll go to the top of the second here on WMBS, the C. Harper Sports Night here at Laurel Highlands High School.
Know that you have a your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases, but most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Rylan Johnson, Trent Weibel, and Ethan Olesko due up for the Brownsville Falcons here in the top half of the second inning. Brian Morozak along with Gary Frankhauser. Nice to have you along with us. Scoreless so far, Gary.
Yeah, quick first inning, and both pitchers doing the job here early.
Rylan Johnson, a 6'3", 175 junior, enters this game with a .229 average and 5 RBIs, as O'Brien misses on the first pitch low, 1-0. Falcons retired in order in that top half of the first. Derek Tarpley flew out to C.J. Geskin center field, and Davey Timko and Hunter Pelahak both struck out. 1-0 pitch here. Little inside takes us to 2-0. And as you said, Gary, during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, really important for O'Brien to gain some reps here because he might be needed in a playoff situation come next week. 2-0 pitch right down the pipe for a strike, 2-1.
As I said, the playoffs are so compacted, it's really difficult to rely on just one or two pitchers. You have to have 3, maybe 4 pitchers.
2-1 on the way. That one, look out there. Chopped into the Brownsville dugout. Will take us to 2-2. Looks like everybody
scattered
there is okay, but you're right, it scattered them over there. And the way things have been done over the last couple of years, interesting to see if the trend continues. You'll have first round and any preliminary round games played next week, and there's the punch out of Johnson, third straight strikeout for Braden O'Brien, first backward K, and one away here in the top of the second. But you'll have preliminary round and first round games played next week. Then the following week, probably on back-to-back days, you'll have the quarterfinals and semifinals played. So in that situation, you're certainly going to need multiple pitchers. A little check swing grounder to first. Fielded there and stepping on the bag is Vecchiola for the second out of the inning, 3 unassisted.
Second baseman, number 32.
I don't know if Weibel intended a swing there, Gary, but
no,
he's retired on one pitch.
It was a check swing, and once it got in that grass, it was not going foul. It kind of died in the thick grass that, as you said, I'm sure all of our listeners and watchers are looking at their grass out in their yards and saying, man, that is too thick.
Now at the plate, a nice breaking ball there. Braden O'Brien, they're just missing to Ethan Olesko. Brownsville second baseman, 5'10", 165 senior, came into the game with a .222 average and 5 RBIs. Next pitch from O'Brien, big-time fastball, swing and a miss. Evens up the count at 1-1. I know I cut mine Saturday, Gary. It looks like it needs cut again already. Had to cut high after going nearly 2 weeks with all that rain without cutting.
Yeah, it's hard to complain about it, though. I like it.
No. Another swing and a miss there from Olesko. As O'Brien's pitch was a little low, but Ethan wanted chasing.
So O'Brien has been around the zone pretty consistently here in the first inning and 2/3, so that's a good sign.
Yes, it is.
Anywhere in high school baseball, if you have good control, you can be effective.
And now the Mustangs defensively looking for another 1-2-3 inning. 1-2 pitch here. Braden O'Brien on the way, and that one just chopped foul by Olesko. We'll do 1-2 here once again. And the Mustangs will play their final regular season game tomorrow at the Boys Mayview Complex against Upper St. Clair. We'll have Uniontown and Connellsville from Bailey Park for you here on WMBS. Some rain expected overnight, but looking at the forecast for most of the day tomorrow, I think we should be able to get the high school baseball in as long as they can get the fields ready. Another one chopped foul there from Olesko, so the count remains 1-2.
Little step up in class there for the Mustangs, which is really a good idea moving into the playoffs. Want to play the best competition you can.
Upper St. Clair, always a solid program, and a nice complex there as well. At Boyce Mayview, another one chopped foul from Ethan Olesko. They have a number of WPIAL playoff games there, and who knows, the Mustangs could be headed there again next week. You just don't know how things are going to shake out. And it's also going to be interesting to see in other sports like football and basketball, in first-round games, they've allowed some of the teams to play at home. Not sure if that's going to happen with baseball or not, as Olesko swings and misses for the third out of the inning. So back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. And we'll head to the bottom of the second, still scoreless, Laurel Highlands and Brownsville here on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Day.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
Braden O'Brien, Caleb Janoski, and Patrick Kavanaugh duo for Laurel Highlands here in the bottom of the second inning. Still scoreless between the Falcons and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Brian Morozak alongside Gary Frankhauser, Sarah Camp behind the camera on our Facebook Live video feed, and Bill Madden back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Nice to have you along with us for a Monday late afternoon and an early evening of high school baseball. Well, Pirates baseball on the way next as soon as we wrap this one up from Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, I hope we can lead the Pirates to some kind of a better outcome.
Yeah, 7 in a row now they've lost.
Only scored 9 runs in their last 7 games.
So Braden O'Brien will lead off this bottom of the second inning. Gene Thorpe retired the Mustangs 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. Got a fly ball out from Tyler Sankovic and a couple of 4-3 ground outs from C.J. Gesk and Frank Kula. And now Thorpe to face Braden O'Brien, the 6'3", 200-pound senior. Thorpe's first pitch here to O'Brien, and Braden taking that one for a strike, counted 0-1. Braden entering this game with a .220 average and 8 RBIs.
Batting in that cleanup spot, he has produced some big hits.
0-1, missed low there from Thorpe. Evens up the count at 1-1, and we saw Thorpe pitch against Uniontown about a week ago Friday. Gary, I think I worked the game with you when Uniontown played Brownsville over at Bailey Park.
He's a nice-looking pitcher. He's got decent control.
1-1 on the way. O'Brien, hard ground ball going foul on the left side. Takes the count to 1-2. Again, the Falcons will wrap up their regular season against Valley coming up on Thursday.
And Thorpe just a sophomore, so
he'll be back.
Yep.
1-2 pitch now on the way to O'Brien. Breaking ball and a little nubber going right back to Thorpe, who turns, throws to first in time to Chase O'Hearn to retire O'Brien 1-3 for the first down to this bottom of the second inning.
Caleb Janoski.
I'll bring up Caleb Janoski. Caleb 6'2", 180 senior, batting .297 with 12 runs driven in so far this season, playing third base here today.
A little different look with Sankovic down there coaching third.
Yes. First pitch here to Janoski. Check swing, did not go. Coach Yeoman around?
Yeah, he's down there.
Yeah.
Sitting behind the dugout fence there.
They're giving him a day off the base paths. 1-0 now to Janoski. And Caleb ripping that one. Foul on the left side. Talked to Caleb before the game. He said he could probably hit another million balls behind home plate, never sent a foul ball up towards us like he did on Saturday, Gary.
One of the other seniors, I think I may have neglected him in the list that I gave from the starting lineup.
Janoski again sending it foul on the left side.
Again, scattering the Brownsville dugout.
Do some of those senior bios up here as well, guys? We can pass those along as we go along. Okay, we think they're gone. If we have them, always nice to pass along during the senior day games that we've done in past years as well. Next pitch to Janoski, a little nubber as he stays alive. Patrick Kavanaugh due up next. Still haven't seen a hit on either side here, Gary, today.
Yeah, if this goes the way we're watching it now, you're going to have to put some polka music on before the Pirate game.
I think they start at 6:35, so I think we'll be ready to go for that. Janoski fouling off another one. Of course, we lost Gary last month, one of our longtime polka hosts, John Richnavsky.
Yeah.
And condolences go out to the Richnavsky family. I know he's certainly missed as well.
Hugely popular.
Yes. Now Thorpe taking his time here. Regrouping on the mound. Looking for his first strikeouts of the game as well. 2-strike pitch again here to Janoski. Breaking ball, and Caleb sends this ball high in the air out to left field. Trent Weibel getting under it, and he'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. And 2 away here in the bottom of the second.
Right fielder, number 1.
Couple of major league pop-ups for the Mustangs, but nothing to show for it just yet. Tyler Sankovic sent one high to center field, and that one took a while to come down out there and left.
Starting to get some odd angles of the sun right now, too. Could make it tough for some of the fielders out there. Now Kavanaugh at the plate. First pitch on the way, called strike on the 6'3", 175 senior. Patrick's driven in 4 runs so far this season. Moved from catcher to outfield this season. 0-1 on the way, a breaking ball. Just missed there, evens up the count at 1-1.
Nice pitch there, though. Looked like it could have been just above the letters.
It didn't miss by much. Now the 1-1 here from Thorpe. Another breaking ball, and that one sent foul on the left side. A large open grass area over there. Takes the count to 1-2. Mustangs using all of their seniors in the starting lineup here today on Senior Day. Now the 1-2 pitch here to Kavanaugh, and a swing and a miss. And they're going to have to make the throw down to first as it got away momentarily from Timko. Regained, sends it down to Chase O'Hearn to officially record the strikeout of Kavanaugh. First strikeout of the game for Thorpe. Both teams without a hit through 2 innings. We're scoreless. Laurel Highlands and Brownsville here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. I have experience in work accident cases for nearly 15 years. Have you been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim? Are you being treated unfairly by your employer? When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to do that. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call us at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy East in New Alexandria. Our customers can save up to $10,000 on a new Silverado with special financing and employee pricing. Chevrolet, find new roads. Offer is valid with purchases of 2022 and 2023 Silverado 1500 crew cab with 2.7-liter engine. Includes Chevrolet loyalty. Must have a 2009 Chevrolet passenger car or truck in the same household. Up to $10,000 off approved credit through TM Financial. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231. Sale ends May 31st, 2023.
Here we go with the top half of the third inning, bottom 3 in the lineup. 1-1 pitch up the middle. Sankovic comes to his left in front of second base. On to Vecchiola for the out. So 2 pitches and the first out of the inning, 6-3. So that was Gene Thorpe who was at the plate, the pitcher. Now he's going to be followed by Chase O'Hearn, the first baseman for Brownsville.
Now, Hearn's done a nice job, Gary, from the number 8 spot in the Brownsville lineup. 6', 280 senior, batting .333. Has driven in 5 runs so far this season for Scooter Roebuck's squad.
So the minimum, and there's a rip down third base just over Scooter's head.
Yes.
That was
There's been
foul.
close calls all around here so far today. He must got nailed in warm-ups.
So here's the 1-0 now from O'Brien. That's in the dirt. Good stop back there by Tristan McCoy. 1-1, 1 out here in the top of the third. No score. Both teams just 1, 2, 3 in the first and second inning. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. Kula will have to knock that one down in between Hop. Makes the play over to Vecchiola. So 2 down now here in the third.
Brock Basebinder.
Brings up Brock Basebinder, the right fielder, 9th man in the order, and 9th man to be faced by Braden O'Brien.
Big guy, 6 foot, 260 pounds.
Big rip for strike 1.
If he gets a hold of one, Gary, look out.
He tried to hit that one a long way. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That one was in the dirt. He went chasing a little bit, so 0-2. Braden trying to limit the damage again. There's a foul ball back. That was a protect swing there by Basebinder as that ball was a little bit high.
You got to like what you've seen from Braden O'Brien on the mound so far today for Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, just through 2 2/3. Here's the pitch in the dirt.
And the pitching was solid over the weekend, too, with Devin Kravosky getting the win on Friday, just giving up a couple of runs against Uniontown, and then Petronas going a complete game on Saturday. Just 81 pitches in that complete game.
Wow, good fastball there by O'Brien. Had him tied up, but a piece by Brock keeps him alive.
I mean, those two, a nice 1-2 combination, and the advantage they have, Gary, that a lot of other teams don't, they're both lefties.
Yeah, that is unique. Swing and a miss for strike 3, so 31 pitches through 3 innings.
Wow.
Faces the minimum for O'Brien, and we'll go to the bottom of the third. Still no score. The bottom of the order for the Mustangs coming up here on the C. Harper Sports Night on WMBS.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220. Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Back for the bottom half of the third inning. Still no score here at Lambeau Field. Gene Thorpe on the hill for Brownsville with just 18 pitches through 2 innings.
Designated hitter, number 6.
That's going to bring up Paxton Petronas, the designated hitter for the Mustangs here this afternoon. Batting from the left side.
Paxton's been playing baseball for 14 years in Hark Middle School and High School. Maintained a 4.0 plus GPA, Gary. He'll continue his academic and athletic careers at Garrett College, working for an associate's degree in cybersecurity, and he'll finish at WVU with a master's in computer engineering and computer science. Bright guy.
First pitch, foul back. Yeah, that's impressive.
He's the son of Wendy and Patrick Petronas.
Does a good job on the mound for the Mustangs also.
Remember him playing in the Hark League as well for many years. Some of the games we've worked for South Union in the past.
That one a little low, 1-1.
Probably be seeing him in the playoffs next week as well.
There's a little foul down the third base line and just over the fence. Unable to make a play down there was Ryland Johnson as it found its way out of play. So moves the count to 1 strikes to Paxton.
Gave it a pretty good run, though, to Johnson.
Trying to get things started here in the third inning. Have been no base runners on either side. That one's in the dirt.
For the pitchers, they might as well just keep on throwing strikes, Gary, the way this one's going.
2-2 the count. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball. That looked like it went off his foot, but it goes back to the pitcher. It should have been a foul ball, I think. But no, they make the play to first, and that's the second out of the inning. I'm sorry, first out of the inning. Back to the pitcher, 1-3. So we've seen that twice already in 2 1/3 innings. Left fielder Blaze Krisner will step in for the Mustangs.
Nobody really complained about it, though, Gary.
No, it must not have hit him. It just looked like it from our angle, but yeah, and I'm sure Coach Yeoman would have been right on top
I'm sure
of that
he would
one.
have been. Blaze, a 5'11", 170 senior.
First pitch, ball inside.
He was escorted today by his parents, Dr. John and Julie Krisner. Been playing baseball for 10 years. Of course, we saw a lot of Blaze on the basketball court as well.
Inside for ball 2.
Played travel ball for the Clark Courier Wrecking Balls, LBA legends in the Mon Valley Vapors, his greatest high school memory, winning a WPIAL basketball championship.
There's a foul back. Good swing there by Blaze, but out of play behind the backstop. Looks like the wind's kind of died down a little bit, so might see a few more balls get deep in the outfield. There's a pitch, another foul back. It's 1 strikes now to Blaze Krisner. I'm sorry, 2-2 is the count.
1 strikeout so far for Thorpe. Gotten 4 ground ball outs and 2 fly ball outs so far in this game.
2-2 pitch in the dirt. Tried to off-speed curveball there, but just did not get enough on that one. Bounced about a foot out in front of home plate. So full count now.
Tristan McCoy due up next. He's the only Mustang that's not a senior in the starting 9 today, at least in the lineup.
First time we've seen a 3-2 count here today. There's a rip down to third, and that's going to get through for a blast down the third base line. And Ryland Johnson could not corral that one. What are you going to score that one?
That was a well-hit ball. You guys giving it a single? Or?
That was a tough play in between hops.
Yeah,
so we're going to give him a base hit. Tristan McCoy will now come to the plate with just 1 out, and good speed on it first in Blaze Krisner.
And aside from McCoy, Sevi Vecchiola, the other non-senior playing in the field but not batting today. You have Petronas as the DH for Vecchiola.
Looks at ball 1 outside. This Mustangs trying to get something going here with 1 out in the bottom half of the third inning with no score.
You've had McCoy and Vecchiola really platoon as the Mustangs catcher this season.
Runner going, and that's a high pitch. Throw down to second. Not in time. Krisner slides in safely.
Krisner, great speed. Of course, the Mustangs have used him a lot this year as both a pinch runner and a courtesy runner. So no surprise there to see him steal a base and get in a scoring position.
Ball was high and outside for ball 2. So McCoy now in the driver's seat. Hitters count. From the stretch is Thorpe. There's a pitch. That's high and inside. 3-0. So Mustangs will try to get as many runners on as they can here in the bottom half of the third inning. Runner in scoring position now in the form of Blaze Krisner. Probably have the green light here if you're McCoy.
I agree.
Thorpe from the stretch, wide stance on the mound, short step, looks for ball 4 outside. And that's going to put McCoy on at first. Probably see a courtesy runner for McCoy.
Now 2 on, 1 out in the top of the order, and Tyler Sankovic
brings out Layton as the courtesy runner. The lanky 6'2" Layton.
Mustang Jr.
And
mentioned Sankovic at the plate. He was escorted today by his parents Tom and Candy Sankovic. He's been playing baseball the last 15 years for the Dunbar Little League, Fayette Force, Uniontown Junior Legion, and Senior Legion teams. 3-year member of the varsity team. His accomplishments include being named to the 2022 WPIAL All-Section team and the 21 and 22 FCAA All-County teams. Also received the 2021 Paul Lancaster Sportsmanship Award. He's an honor student and plans to continue his education and athletic career. Tyler Sankovic.
2 men on, 1 out. First pitch to Sankovic is low, so a little bit of control problem here for Gene Thorpe, working from the stretch.
A lot of heady guys on this Laurel Highlands baseball team, Gary.
Yeah, a lot of great students. 1-0 pitch, ripped into right field and gets by the second baseman into right field. That's going to score at least 1 run. And there's an RBI single by Tyler Sankovic, just out of the reach of the second baseman, Ethan Olesko.
9th run driven in so far this season for Sank, and now runners on the corners. What's down to third is Shane Layton, and of course Sankovic at first.
With good speed, and C.J. Gesk, who grounded to second his first time up in the first inning. Give the Mustangs a 1-0 lead here in the bottom half of the third inning. Sankovic wastes no time and takes off. Strike 1, and there's a throw to second. Wow, little awkward slide there by Sankovic. He kind of rolled into second base, but he's in there safely.
I was surprised they made the throw, though, as well, Gary, with the courtesy runner Layton down at third. You'd have to think that he thought long and hard, or maybe Coach Sank down there as well, about sending him when that throw went down to second.
Yeah, he didn't have much of a lead, so it's probably a good idea. That's a ball a little bit outside. 2 balls and no strikes now to C.J. Gesk.
Gesk grounded out 4-3, first time up.
There's a strike down the middle.
C.J. was escorted today by his parents Rob and Diane Gesk. His brother Alex, a former Laurel Highlands baseball player. C.J. had been playing baseball for the last 13 years, played at the varsity level the last 3.
Another rip, this one to short and knocked down. Can he make the play at first? No, cannot. Go good speed down the line there. We've said that before by C.J. Gesk. I think we have to give an error on that one. One hopper to shortstop, knocked it down, but didn't field it cleanly. And that will score another run for the Mustangs. So coming in to score was the courtesy runner Layton. So 2-0 now with just 1 out. And runners on first and third in the form of Sankovic. And there goes Gesk. And they're not going to, he's going to try to cut in front of the bag. And Gesk wastes no time getting down to second base, putting another runner in scoring position with Sankovic at third. And now CJ out at second. That was a strike on the inside corner. Here's the next pitch and another rip up the middle, and that's Kula. He's going to try to get 2 RBIs out of this, but now a big arm, and that's going to be a play at the plate, and great throw out there by the center fielder for the Brownsville Falcons, Derek Tarpley, and that was a rocket he threw on a fly to home.
That's why he's playing Division I baseball at Youngstown State. I mean, you look at a play like that from Tarpley.
The pitcher, number 40.
That's why he's playing D1 baseball on the next level, but Kula picking up his 19th RBI of the season. Another D1 player headed to Rhode Island. All kinds of highlights out there, Gary.
Absolutely. Got to send the runner. There's no question.
Oh, yeah,
you send CJ and make him make the play, and he did. So now 3-0 for the Mustangs, and O'Brien will be at the plate with Kula out there at second now. So that was a highlight play there by Tarpley.
You scored that a single for Kula, getting a second on the throw then.
Correct,
Yep.
correct. That one's in the dirt and gets away, and that'll allow Kula to scoot into third with 2 outs now in the inning.
You know, Brian's the 7th Mustang to bat here in the bottom of the 3rd.
We have them with 3 hits in the inning. 1 runner on by error, a walk. And I kind of lost count of the pitches for Gene Thorpe, but I got a pretty good idea he's around 30. There's a high fly ball to left field. Ranging over and making the one-hand grab out there is Trent Weibel to end the inning. But the Mustangs do plate 3 here in the bottom of the 3rd, lead 3-0 as we go to the 4th here on the C. Harper Sports Night on WMBS.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevrolet.
Our customers can save up to $10,000 on a new Silverado with special financing and employee pricing. Chevrolet, find new roads. Offer is valid with purchases of 2022 and 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab with 2.7-liter engine. Includes Chevrolet loyalty. Must have a 2009 Chevrolet passenger car or truck in the same household. Up to $10,000 off approved credit through GM Financial. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000. Sale ends May 2023.
Back here at Landman Field at Laurel Highlands High School, the Mustangs getting 3 in the bottom of the 3rd inning to lead the Brownsville Falcons 3-0. But Derek Tarpley will lead off this top half of the 4th for Brownsville. Tarpley with that great throw from center field, getting C.J. Geskett home last half inning. Has done a nice job at the plate so far this season as well, batting .375 with 12 runs driven in, and sent a high fly ball to center field. First time up that was caught by Guest, but takes the first pitch here from Braden O'Brien for a strike as the count's at 0-1. O'Brien really working well here for the Mustangs. 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball just missing there to even up the count at 1-1. O'Brien has retired 9 straight so far with 5 strikeouts.
One of the seniors honored here today.
And Tarpley popping this one up down the right field line. Chases on.
Out of play.
Out of play. Out of our view.
Braden, the son of Chris and Kim O'Brien and brother of Jordan O'Brien. He's been playing baseball for 15 years. Began playing T-ball at age 4 at Clark Little League. Played on numerous tournament teams while at Clark and also played travel ball for 5 years with the Leonard Baseball Academy. Played at the Uniontown Junior Legion team. Currently a member of the Uniontown Senior Legion team. Selected All-County his sophomore and junior years. Academically, again, member of the National Honor Society and Penn State 4.0 Club.
He's getting a little darker here at Landman Field as well. Some cloudy skies moving in as the 1-1 missed low there to Tarpley.
Braden received an academic merit scholarship to attend the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg.
Tarpley, tough chopper there. Janoski from third in the dirt, but dug out by Vecchiola. And the out recorded 5-3. That was a tough play on both sides there, Gary. Janoski on the throw, the dig out from Vecchiola, beating the very speedy Derek Tarpley.
Looked like they are going to appeal that Vecchiola might have pulled his foot off the bag. He might have. We're looking down at it, but play was called out.
They're going to get together here on the appeal, see what we got.
See what we got. Going to talk to the third base coach and see if we got an appeal or not. I know Buddy Merritt down here at first allowed the appeal, so let's see what Tom Sotelo has to say, and I think they're going to stick with the out call They are.
Of course, Buddy's son Santino played here at Laurel Highlands just a couple of years back. Does he play down at Cal U? Yep. Now Penn West, California. Actually, speaking, congratulations, Gary. Our camera operator, Sarah, graduated from Penn West, California this past Saturday. Congratulations to Sarah. She's going to head down to Tennessee to get her master's degree.
She looks smarter already.
Yes. Where are you headed in Tennessee again? Lipscomb University in Tennessee.
Oh, nice.
Yes. They make some runs in the NCAA basketball tournament every now and then. I think they have a pretty good baseball team, too, yeah. The Atlantic Sun, Frank telling me. Davey Timko fouled the last one off. Got outside of Nashville? In Nashville, okay. We're downtown Nashville, okay.
Not a bad place to go to college.
No. Sure we'll have some fun down there. Now a little discussion here at the pitcher's mound.
Fouled it off his foot.
Yeah.
They're giving him a little bit of time to try to shake that off. The training staff for Laurel Highlands coming out to try to see if they can provide some assistance. We used to use the cold spray on.
Yeah.
That cured everything.
They allowed to use that anymore?
I've never seen that forever.
See if Timko can hang in there. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services injury timeouts. Timko struck out swinging first time up. And it's 3-0 Laurel Highlands. We work here in the top half of the fourth inning. And 0-2 counts on Davey Timko. Good to see the numbers, though, up, Gary, as well on the Brownsville side. You look at their dugout, pretty full over there on the far side. Certainly good for the future.
A lot of underclassmen.
Yeah. So Timko's going to remain in there. Again, O'Brien's retired 10 straight from the start of the game. Trying to continue that trend. The 0-2 pitch here to Timko. Swing and a miss, strike three. Now 6 strikeouts for Braden O'Brien.
Hunter
and 11 straight retired now with Hunter Pelahak coming to the plate. A 5'11", 195 sophomore batting .222 with 6 runs driven in so far this season. First pitch here to Pelahak, fouled off.
Put the eyes right on O'Brien. He's perfect through 4 2/3 innings.
I didn't say that yet. It'll be 3 2/3. We're here
3
in the fourth.
2/3, you're right.
Remember Joe Chambers here late in the season against Uniontown 2 years ago threw a perfect game.
Yeah.
Against the Red Raiders. Swing and a miss. And of course, you know Gary, who threw the first no-hitter in Laurel Highlands high school history, right?
Trying to remember.
You know him pretty well.
Ethan Mildren?
No, next pitch low and in the dirt. Our colleague Tony Hanola.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
he threw it against Mapletown.
Yeah, I remember now. He's going to kill me for not saying that. I knew that. Tony Hanola. But that's so many years ago, though. I mean, that's got to be like 50 years ago. Yeah.
Now O'Brien trying to finish off Pelahak alone in the dirt. Taking it off the mask there was the catcher McCoy.
Tony was absolutely a control pitcher, no doubt about that. He knew where the strike zone was.
He told me a crazy story. He was supposed to get the start, I think, the game before, but they didn't give it to him because there's a line drive.
Well,
there goes the perfect game and the no-hitter. Single into right field for Pelahak, and the Falcons with a runner on base here with 2 outs in the top of the fourth. But he was competing with somebody else for the starting job, and there was a big game they were playing, and they told Tony he wasn't going to go, but he got to pitch the next game, and then he threw a no-hitter. So that was kind of like, well.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. So now 2 outs with Pelahak on first. The cleanup hitter, Rylan Johnson at the plate. Johnson also struck out first time up. Check of the runner. Head first slide back safely there from Pelahak.
Now he's an award-winning broadcaster.
Yes. Of course, he is the manager of a radiologist's office as well. Talk about a man of many trades. But you're a practicing attorney doing play-by-play up here as well. So we bring folks in from everywhere.
This is my real job.
That one getting away on the throw over to
wow,
back
could have
to
a chance
Kula.
at second.
Throw down to Sink, and he's out. Pelahak out at second.
Wow.
Buddy Mara right on that call.
And that was a perfect carom off the wall that Frank Kula played in the right field. throw to second for the out.
And there was nothing Pelahack could do on it, too. The right move was to run. It was bing, bang, boom off the deflection. Pelahack caught stealing its second in the innings. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 3-0 Mustangs over the Falcons here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, brains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
I'm Melinda Delarose. As an assistant district attorney, I've protected Fayette County families and fought to uphold our constitutional rights. As a prosecutor and trusted local attorney, I've provided victims of crime with a strong voice and put criminals behind bars. My pledge to you as judge is to follow the law, always maintain the highest ethical standards, and to run a courtroom that's respectful of your time and tax dollars. I'm Melinda Delarose, asking for your vote for judge.
Paid for by friends of Melinda Delarose.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peach & Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peach & Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peach & Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat. Peach & Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Back here at Landman Field at Laurel Highlands High School, moving to the bottom of the fourth inning. The Mustangs a 3-0 lead over the Brownsville Falcons. The no-hitter and the perfect game gone for O'Brien, but the Mustangs still face the minimum after Pelahack was caught stealing. And the top half of the fourth inning, it's Caleb Yanoski, Patrick Kavanaugh, and Paxton Petronas due up for the Mustangs here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. The Mustangs in the bottom of the third sent 7 men to the plate and picked up 3 runs.
Yanoski, also one of the seniors honored here today, escorted by his mother, Angela Yanoski.
First pitch from Thorpe to Caleb, sent foul on the left side.
Played baseball in excess of 10 years. He plans to attend college and play baseball while studying civil engineering.
Yes, another bright kid. 0-1 now from Thorpe to Yanoski. That one a little one-hopper, blocked there by Davey Timko. Takes the count to 1-1. Cloudy skies now. Game time temperature was around 78 degrees when we got things started. Talking to Sarah in between innings about how cool it was actually this morning. Warmed up quickly around the area. 1-1 here on the way. Hit high in the air into left field. Weibel getting under it, and he'll make the catch for the first out of this bottom of the fourth. So Yanoski twice in this game, Gary, has flew out to Weibel out in the left as Patrick Kavanaugh comes to the plate. Kavanaugh, a strikeout victim of Weibel, or check that, of Thorpe's first time up.
We've seen Patrick in the senior night in basketball, now baseball.
First pitch here to Patrick. What a one-hopper. Count 1-0. Of course, really has been a nice member for not only Brad Yeoman, but Rick Hogger on the basketball side as well. And also congratulations to Coach Hogger. He'll get inducted into the Fayette County Sports Hall of Fame this coming June.
Yeah.
Great honor
well
to
deserved.
Player and coach at Laurel Highlands.
Patrick was joined by his parents, Michael and Maria.
Next pitch to Patrick, and that one again sent foul on the left side.
Plans to become a barber.
Wow.
Always has his license already. He's going to open his own business.
And I know, Gary, you've talked about Fayette CTI. They have a barber school out there,
They
don't
do,
they?
and it's where he got his license. So it's something that's never not in need.
I agree. That's good for him. I unfortunately can't use his services, Gary, but I know you can, so that's a good thing.
Well, I think he'd give you a good shave.
Yeah. I like to use the services, but I can't. Kavanaugh trying to make something of this at bat. Count at 1-2. Mustangs up 3-0 here in the bottom of the fourth.
Put some tonic on there, give a little scalp massage.
1-2 here to Kavanaugh. Swing and a miss, and they're going to have to make the obligatory throw down to first, and they do, from Timko to Ahern.
Second time for Kavanaugh having that run down to first even after the strikeout.
And those are the only 2 strikeouts for Thorpe so far in this game, with Paxton Petronas now coming to the plate. Paxton grounded out 1-3 first time up. Again, got the win on the mound for the Mustangs on Saturday here against Uniontown. Lefty Petronas facing the righty Thorpe. Thorpe's first pitch to Paxton, excuse me, a little high and outside, 1-0. 2 away as we work here in the bottom of the 4th. Mustangs up 3-0. 1-0 pitch. Again, low there from Thorpe, takes us to 2-0. You can see on our camera lens, if you're watching on the video side, things much darker here than they were earlier. Just as I say that, start to see a little glimpse of sun coming out.
Wind still blowing in from right field.
2-0 on the way. Petronas lays off that one. It's 3-0. And the Mustangs wrap up their regular season on Tuesday, tomorrow night, at the Boys Mayview Complex against Upper St. Clair. WPIAL playoff pairings come out on Friday. 3-0 pitch taken all the way. There was Petronas, and the pitch missed for ball 4. So the Mustangs get a 2-out base runner here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Blaze.
And I'll bring up Blaze Krisner.
He started things off for the Mustangs in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, came around to score the first run.
Stole a base after his single in the left. Now we'll see if Petronas tries to get in a scoring position here. First pitch to Krisner, swing and a miss, strike 1. I'd be surprised if they try to run Petronas here.
Big lead, good lead as Thorpe steps off.
Thorpe's 0-1 here to Krisner. Pitch low and outside, got away from Timko, down to second. Goes Petronas. He gets in a scoring position. A 1-1 count now on Krisner.
Krisner headed to Coastal Carolina.
Nice. Good school down there. 1-1 on the way. Blaze pops that one up. Don't think the Falcons will have a play on that one. Takes the count to 1-2. Right down in Myrtle Beach. It's a good area if you like to golf.
It's an excellent baseball program. They're always in the College World Series, it seems like.
Their football program much improved as well over the last couple of years. They play, it was Boise State or somebody a couple years ago. Both teams were undefeated late in the season.
Yeah.
2-strike pitch, well hits into left center field, but charging and getting there is Trent Weibel for the 3rd out of the inning, but a well-hit ball there from Krisner to end the bottom half of the 4th. Mustangs still lead it 3-0 over the Brownsville Falcons here on the CR Brana Group High School Sports Day.
South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon has spent his life helping others. Now, in his 18th year of service, Rick wants to continue as supervisor and is seeking re-election. Democrats can vote for Rick because he's on your ballot. And Republicans, you can write in Rick Vernon on your paper ballot. Let's keep a great team together so Rick can continue to work hard with fellow Republican supervisors Bob Schiffbauer and Jason Scott. Vote for Rick Vernon for Township Supervisor.
Paid for by the candidate. Going on now at Harper Chevrolet.
Our customers can save up to $10,000 on a new Silverado with special financing and employee pricing. Chevrolet, find new roads. Offer is valid with purchases of 2022 and 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab with 2.7-liter engine. Includes Chevrolet loyalty. Must have a 2009 Chevrolet passenger car or truck in the same household. Up to $10,000 off approved credit through GM Financial. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000. Sale ends May 31st, 2023.
M&R Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel safely to school in the Fayette County area for more than 3 years. M&R Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands school baseball team and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164. Or stop into their office at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Baseman Rylan Johnson.
Headed into the top half of the 5th inning with the Mustangs on top 3-0. Up for Brownsville, Rylan Johnson, the cleanup hitter. to start things off here in the 5th. Facing O'Brien. Ground big hop down to third base. One throw over to the first. Had to retouch the bag there. So Caleb Janoski throwing a little bit wide to the inside of the bag. Good job there by Vecchiola to make sure he came back and touched the bag that time. Definitely pulled off with the throw, but recorded the out 5-3. So that's just a one pitch out again. And we're looking at just 45 pitches for Braden O'Brien going into the 5th inning.
Wow, super impressive so far. I might get another quick inning here.
Oh, and there's a little play at first base, and Vecchiola was unable to grab the little pop-up that went to the left side of Braden O'Brien. And we're going to have to give that an infield single, I believe, because
it was a tough play.
That was very difficult, and Weibel will be on with the second hit. But just one pitch. Looked like Vecchiola might have had that on the fly, but it fell out of his glove, and he had to flip it over to O'Brien trying to cover first. Just a little bit behind him, and I think Weibel had it beat out regardless.
Yeah, it was an awkward opportunity there for O'Brien trying to come over to the bag as well, try to move the glove around, just couldn't get that in correct position. But as you said, you had good speed coming down the line from Weibel anyways, would have probably been safe at first.
Throw over now. They're trying to keep Weibel close. 2 pickoff attempts at first base, both unsuccessful.
You figure Brownsville down 3-0, Gary. Try to move him in a scoring position to try to get a run or two back here as we start to get into the later innings, top of the 5th.
Olesko swings at one in the dirt, so Ethan Olesko at the plate struck out in the 2nd. Swings at one in the dirt for strike 1. Looks like the crowd has gotten even larger up there, Brian.
More folks getting off of work. We started getting in the early evening, 6:38 on a Monday. Pirates baseball coming up next, and as this one wraps up, we'll send you out to PNC Park for the Bucks and the Rockies tonight.
A hot start for the Pirates has flip-flopped for sure, but opportunity to go against the Rockies, one of the teams in the bottom half of the league, as that's a pitch from O'Brien in the dirt for ball 1, 1-1.
I think the Rockies, though, had a little stretch, Gary, of a couple straight wins end of last week. You never know what you're going to get here tonight.
Throw over again, and back in safely diving is Weibel. 3-0, the Mustangs on top here in the top half of the 5th inning. 1 man on, 1 out. Now squaring for possible bunt, but now back into the swings set, and looking at ball 2 is Ethan Olesko. So what could have been a 2-pitch, 2-out inning for O'Brien has turned into a little bit of a battle.
I thought it might be a quick top half of the 5th.
Foul tipped. He did turn around to bunt that time, and that's going to be bunted foul, so that makes it a 2-2 count. Runner was going with the bunt. Charging in from third base was Janoski, but no play with the foul.
And Gary and I will be with you again tomorrow night at Bailey Park for Uniontown and Connellsville to wrap up our regular season high school baseball coverage for 2023.
Swing and a miss as Olesko chases a ball on the outside part of the plate in the dirt, so another strikeout for O'Brien.
It'll be on the air at 6:45 tomorrow with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Back under the lights at Bailey at 7 o'clock. The Mustangs also playing at 7 o'clock tomorrow night on the road at the Boyce Mayview Complex against Upper St. Clair.
7th strikeout by O'Brien as he throws again over to first with Gene Thorpe at the plate now for Brownsville. With the man on and 2 outs now. First pitch, swing and a miss. Good fastball there. Good velocity by O'Brien. Staying strong here in the 5th inning.
I believe, Gary, that Laurel Highlands and Uniontown are the only 2 Fayette County teams in the WPIAL playoffs. Fraser missed out, Brownsville missed out, Albert Gallatin without a win, and Connellsville also out. California is still within our coverage area. Right now tied with Carmichael's for first place in their conference with a couple of conference games left this week down in Single A.
And Bell Vernon has to be a little disappointed.
Yeah, they're out as well. Yeah, Bell Vernon did not qualify either this year. I think a lot of folks high on the Leopards coming into the season. They'll end up at 4-6 in the conference, a game back of Uniontown for that final playoff spot.
Pitch is high for ball 1-1-1.
I think for Uniontown, the game big tomorrow, Gary, just to get a little mojo back.
Absolutely.
They've lost 4 straight. Remember, they were on the verge of battling Greater Latrobe for the conference championship and then just end up a game up on
There's
Bell
a looper
Vernon for the final
towards
playoff
second
spot.
base, and ranging over, making the one-hand grab is Frank Kula, just in the fair part of right field behind first base for the third out of the inning. So no damage for Brownsville. They did get a hit, but we'll go to the bottom of the fifth. The Mustangs still on top, 3-0 here on the C. Harper Sports Night, WMBS.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Back at Lamon Field, Brian Rozak and Gary Frankhauser here bringing you the play-by-play on WMBS Radio and WMBS Live Facebook. Bottom of the fifth inning with the Mustangs on top, 3-0, and due up for the Mustangs, Tristan McCoy, Tyler Sankovic, and C.J. Gesk with Frank Kula in that fourth spot. McCoy walked and scored in the third inning.
These guys all had a lot of success, Gary, last time up. McCoy, Sank, Gesk, Kula. These next 4 all got on in the last plate appearance.
Looks at ball 1 outside. Have him unofficially at 65 pitches here. 1-0 pitch. Ball a little high.
Like Laurel Highlands, Brownsville's wrapped up conference play. 4-11, 3-9 in the section entering this game.
2-0 pitch. There's a big hopper to short. Pelahak on to first for the play. Nice stretch out there by the first baseman Chase O'Hearn for the 6-3 putout.
Tyler Sankovic.
Sankovic will come to the plate with 1 out here in the fifth inning.
Reminder to stay tuned after the game for our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Rick Vernon reminds Democrats to vote for him May 16th. Republicans can write in Rick Vernon for South Union Township Supervisor.
There's a fly ball into the gap and ranging over and diving and making the play again. Another highlight reel catch by Derek Tarpley as he laid out in right center to pull that line drive in that Sankovic sent out there, and there you go.
Boy, it's Tarpley fun to watch.
Wow.
A 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom half of the fifth.
The speed got him there. Otherwise, that was not going to be catchable at all, and once he got close, he just was able to catch that. And there's a line shot down to third base by Gesk, and that was right in the glove of Johnson, and he could not squeeze it. Unfortunately, we got to rule that one an error. That was
second time Gesk has been on via an error.
Yeah, he's hit the ball hard, and we're hurting his average.
Yeah, sorry. It was in his glove, though.
Yes,
It was
exactly.
tough to give that one a hit. Now,
Gesk
Frank
dive backs.
And now Frank Kula at the plate. Started playing baseball at the age of 4 in the R.W. Clark League. Progressed to playing for the Leonard Baseball Academy, Uniontown Junior Legion, U.S. Elite Baseball Organization National Team, and of course the Mustangs. 3-year member of the varsity team. Great memories starting playoff games as a sophomore. Delivered a game-winning hit to lead the Mustangs up at Erie a season ago for the first ever state playoff win in school history. Also just a couple of weeks back, Gary was the Trib Live WPIAL Baseball Player of the Week. All-County and All-Section player, got the Silver Slugger Award. Smart kid as well, the National Honor Society Penn State 4.0 Club, and accepted a Division I baseball scholarship to Rhode Island.
As Gask easily steals second base, the ball was a little outside, and the catcher Timko could not even come up with it, so easy steal there for Gask, puts him in scoring position for Kula, who looking to add on to those statistics with another RBI here.
You've caught a lot of Frank Kula home runs, Gary, over the last couple of years. You're on the mic right now. Let's see if we can get another one.
Just a half swing, and that's going to go to the third baseman, and he's going to be able to pull that over his left shoulder for the out, but a little unintentional swing there by Frank will end the inning, so the Mustangs do not score in the 5th. We'll go to the 6th with the Mustangs still on top 3-0 here on WMBS and the C. Harper Sports Night.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat. Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevrolet.
Our customers can save up to $10,000 on a new Silverado with special financing and employee pricing. Chevrolet, find new roads. Offer is valid with purchases of 2022 and 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab with 2.7-liter engine. Includes Chevrolet loyalty. Must have a 2009 Chevrolet passenger car or truck in the same household. Up to $10,000 off approved credit through GM Financial. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000. Sale ends May 31st, 2023.
Movement Physiotherapy is here to serve you. Now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, Movement Physiotherapy treats back issues, knee and ankle pain, shoulder, hip, neck, and balance issues, and provides post-surgical rehab. Using aquatic therapy, manual therapy, therapeutic exercise, soft tissue massage, electrical stimulation, running analysis, and balance programs, Tyler Gates again is ready to improve your health with physical therapy. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Chase O'Hearn, Brock Vassbinder, and Derek Tarpley due up for the Falcons here in the top half of the 6th inning. Laurel Highlands a 3-0 lead over the Brownsville Falcons. Braden O'Brien still on the hill for Laurel Highlands, and a swing and a miss there from O'Hearn on Braden's first pitch. Just 2 hits for the Falcons. A Hunter Pelahak single in the bottom, or check that, in the top of the 4th, and then an infield single from Weibel in the top of the 5th. O'Brien has been stellar on the mound for the Mustangs. 0-1 here, another swing and a miss from O'Hearn takes us to 0-2, and a little activity now in the Brownsville bullpen as Ryland Johnson warming up. Now the 0-2 pitch on the way, a little one-hopper, blocked there by McCoy. Takes us to 1-2. Now time called by Buddy Mara. I think you had somebody standing down the line didn't have a helmet on there.
Well, and the person that's supposed to be guarding the pitcher needs a helmet. That's by rule.
Yep.
And that's what they need, somebody over there guarding that pitcher. And there's been a lot of drives down that way.
1-2 pitch called strike 3. Great breaking ball there from O'Brien, sending down O'Hearn and adding up the K's, Gary. That's now 8 in the game for Braden O'Brien.
And I only have him at, let's see, 30, 45, 55, about 60 pitches. We're in the 6th inning.
First pitch here to Vassbinder, swing and a miss, strike 1. Brock, one of the strikeout victims of O'Brien, first time up.
Just 1 over the minimum.
Next you had Pelahak that reached in the 4th, got caught stealing second off of a wide throw to first that the Mustangs got a fortunate bounce on. Breaking ball called strike 2 there from O'Brien. He's done a nice job placing his pitches so far here this afternoon. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. So back-to-back strikeouts from O'Brien here in the top of the sixth.
Strikeout number 9.
Fielder, Derek Tarpley.
You never know, Gary. He keeps on pitching like that. He might be somebody you might have to call on in a WPIAL
Absolutely.
playoff game.
Not without hesitation.
Yep.
Then brings up Tarpley, the highlight reel for Brownsville. He hit the ball hard twice.
Had a couple of nice catches as well. Swings to the first pitch here, hit high into right. And moving over is Kavanaugh making the catch to end the inning. So 1, 2, 3, top half of the sixth. We were the bottom of the sixth, still 3-0. Laurel Highlands over Brownsville here on the CR Browner Group High School Sports Day.
Brownsville 0.
Let's face it, sometimes local is just better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. What about local expertise? At Allstate, Russ Blejo is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown area Allstate agent Russ Blejo so Russ can help you with protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate, are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Ready for an easier way to manage your cards? Get more power, peace of mind, and security with the new updated app from First Federal of Greene County. Set spending limits, view merchant details, subscriptions, and where your card is stored. Plus, turn off lost or stolen cards. It's card management on your terms. Download the updated app or visit ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
Back here at Landman Field at Laurel Highlands High School, moving to the bottom of the sixth inning, still a 3-0 lead for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs over the Brownsville Falcons. We have a new Brownsville pitcher, Gary, and Rylan Johnson.
We do. He comes in from third base, and he'll take over for Gene Thorpe, who went 5 full innings and was pretty effective. I had him unofficially right at 70 pitches, so the Mustangs did plate 3, but the Mustangs with just 3 hits.
And Ben Vojacek moving over to play third base now for Brownsville. I think that was the only defensive change.
Looks that way, yes.
Johnson, tall, lengthy
Base, number 20.
kid over there, Gary. This kid has a pretty good fastball as well, watching some of his warm-up tosses. Going to be O'Brien, Yanoski, and Kavanaugh on the bottom half of the sixth. Hitters 4, 5, and 6 for the Mustangs. They get through the order for the third time in this game.
Middle of the lineup, Mustangs would, I think, like to put a few insurance runs on the board.
Why not? The Falcons will be down to their final 3 outs in the top half of the seventh with Davey Timko, Hunter Pelahak, and Rylan Johnson. Those are hitters 2, 3, and 4.
The overcast has really come in now,
it is.
Brian. It's gotten really dark.
Actually looks a little darker than 7 o'clock right now. Sunset nearing 8:30 these days. To move into the second week of May.
Number 40,
Braden O'Brien to get things started. Braden looking for a hit, 0 for 2. 6'3", 200-pound senior. Driven in 8 runs so far this season. And gave Rylan Johnson a little extended time there to warm up. Him just entering the game for the first time as the Brownsville pitcher.
All the fans taking advantage of the concession stand up there. It's a nice day at the ballpark.
Got some Gatorades up there before we got started today as well. Johnson's first pitch here to Braden O'Brien. Fastball. Braden first pitch swinging on the ground, knocked down by the third baseman Vojacek, who's not going to have a play there. Another E5 there, Gary?
I think so.
Third baseman, Caleb.
Big hop.
Yep.
Just couldn't put his glove on it, and it was hit hard, but it did bounce up nicely for him, and we'll have another runner on by virtue of an error, and that's going to bring up Yanoski.
Yeah, the courtesy runner, Connor D'Amico, now running for O'Brien, the pitcher. And now Yanoski, also 0 for 2 today. Couple of fly ball outs to Trent Weibel out in the left so far in this game. A little delay here, not sure what's going on.
think the umpire had to make sure he had some extra balls.
Okay. Have those retrieved. And we're set to go. First pitch here, fastball off the plate. 1-0 to Yanoski, came into the game with a .297 average. He's driven in 12 runs so far this season, 6'2", 180-pound senior.
Good lead over here by the courtesy runner.
It's D'Amico. 1-0 pitch off the plate again, 2-0. Now to Caleb Yanoski. Patrick Kavanaugh due up next.
Couple guys looking to get in the hit column here.
2-0 pitch on the way. Johnson showing bunt, pulled back, pitching there for a strike. Count now 2-1. Mustangs playing a little small ball up 3-0 as we work here in the bottom half of the 6th.
Not a pitch that he wanted to bunt. It was high and outside, but in the zone.
2-1 now as Johnson looks over his shoulder at D'Amico at first. 2-1 pitch on the way. Another fastball off the plate, hopped away there from the catcher. Timko allows D'Amico to get down to second.
Wow, pitch allows D'Amico to scoot into second in scoring position with nobody out. And Yanoski at the plate to be followed by Kavanaugh and Petronas.
Get some cool breezes blowing in now, Gary. You can tell, might be seeing some precipitation before long with those dark clouds.
That called for it later this evening, but we might see it a little earlier.
We're under cover, though, today, down the first base line in the press box, and Yanoski sends it on the ground. Is that a fair ball?
Foul.
Foul ball, just foul on the left side. Well hit by Caleb. I think Brownsville, Gary, is one of the sharpest uniforms around the WPIAL that I've seen. I like that black and gold, white pants.
Steeler look.
Yeah. Now Johnson out of the stretch. Next pitch here to Yanoski, again getting away from Timko. D'Amico down to third safely.
That
was ball four, yep.
Right fielder, Patrick.
So runners on the corners, nobody out. Patrick Kavanaugh at the plate. Mustangs up 3-0, trying to tack a few more on here in the bottom half of the 6th. Again, we play 7 here in the high school game. And a little meeting here on the mound as the Brownsville pitching coach coming out.
He's going to talk to Sankovic. Also, Kavanaugh taking advantage to speak to his hitting coach down the third base line. Has 2 strikeouts to his name here on senior night. Would like to change that, I'm sure.
It's WMBS Uniontown as we approach 7 o'clock on a Monday night. And Pirates baseball on the way next. Pirates taking on the Rockies. Brian Morozak being joined by Gary Frankhauser. Sarah Camp behind the camera. Frank Kula helping us out with the Score Hub. And Bill Madden back inside our WPIAL Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Nice to have you along with us for now a Monday evening of high school baseball action. Again, we'll wrap up our regular season of high school baseball coverage tomorrow as Uniontown hosts Connellsville. 7 o'clock start at Bailey Park, on the air at 6:45. With our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. No score in the Bucks-Rockies game. It's already middle of the 2nd, Gary.
Yes.
Wow. They're moving along as well. The game started at 6:40. Wow. An inning and a half in, just 19 minutes into that game. Gotta love the pitch clock.
Each team with a hit, 1 hit.
Runner going here. Yanoski running. Throw down to second. Not in time. D'Amico did not head home.
Stole a base there for Yanoski. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Kavanaugh with a 1-0 count.
1-0 pitch now from Johnson to Kavanaugh. Low and in the dirt again, hopping away, but nowhere for the runners to go. D'Amico didn't want to try to challenge Timko there. Not a lot of room back behind home plate here at Laurel Highlands.
No reason to risk that with nobody out and 2 runners in scoring position.
You're up 3-0. Have a little comfort zone already. 2-0 pitch, called strike, 2-1 now to Patrick Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh playing his final game here at Laurel Highlands. 2-1 on the way. Fastball well hit from Patrick in a right field on a line, and unable to come up with it there is Vastbinder. This will score the courtesy runner D'Amico. Rounding third is Yanoski. He's headed to home. That'll make it 5-0, and down to third is Kavanaugh. I think you have to call that, Gary, a 3-base error.
I think you're right.
On Vastbinder out and right. As much as I'd love to give Kavanaugh a hit,
designated hitter,
that should have been caught.
Petronas.
So now 2 already across. It's 5-0 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Tarpley coming over to pick that ball up as it got past Fastbinder in right field, but tough play.
Yep.
I'm going to have to revisit that one. There's a little looper in the right. That's going to drop.
Trouble. It will drop right in front of Fastbinder. Hit there from Petronas. Scoring on the play is Kavanaugh. That increases the lead now to 6-0.
Left fielder, Blaze Krisner.
So give Petronas an RBI. That's his first RBI of the season, Gary.
Wow, that's hard to believe. Brings up Krisner. Now 3 runs in for the Mustangs, making it 6-0.
Krisner now at the plate. He singled first time up. That ball thrown down to first actually hit Petronas in the leg. He said he's fine. Petronas kind of has a throwback look to him. What do you say, Gary? The little mustache, like a 70s baseball player out there. Who would he remind you of? You and Steve always have those good throwback 70s guys.
Rick Rhoden.
Rick Rhoden. Okay, it's more of the 80s, but that's all right. No, Rick Rhoden. And was Rhoden a lefty?
No,
he was a righty.
righty.
He was a righty. Yeah. Was a good hitting pitcher.
Went on to play in the Senior Golf League.
Yes, I remember that. I think he won a couple of those Celebrity Tour events. Lemieux won one, too, years back. The Lake Tahoe.
I think our score hub kind of went out of whack here.
Battery die out? Oh, scoreboard itself went out. I got you. Our score hub on the TV side still working as Krisner walks. So 3 already across, and that might be it for Ryland Johnson here in the bottom of the 6th. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change.
And we will.
And we'll step aside for a timeout. 6-0 Mustangs over the Falcons here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim
When
Witt.
your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair. Ted Sova and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Back here at Landman Field at Laurel Highlands High School, new pitcher for the Brownsville Falcons, Hunter Pelahak. Just a position switch with Ryland Johnson, who now goes on to play shortstop. But the Falcons really hung with Laurel Highlands for much of this game, just down 3-0 entering this bottom half of the 6th inning. And Johnson succeeding 3 runs to the Mustangs, now picking up a hit. But some of those unearned, Gary, he had 2 errors already committed in this inning, at least the way I scored it.
Yeah, just 1 hit in the inning, and that was Petronas with the looper into right field. Probably the least hard-hit ball.
Yep, out of the
was the only hit,
yeah. Again, dark skies right now here at Landman Field. No precipitation as of yet.
Yeah.
Now batting.
And you'll have the Falcons. Well, the game could end, Gary, one of 2 ways. The Mustangs get 4 more runs here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll do it. If they don't, then Brownsville will be down to their final 3 outs in the top of the 7th. Now at the plate, Tristan McCoy for Laurel Highlands. Walked and scored a run first time up, grounded out 6-3 in his last plate appearance.
Calls timeout. A little bit too much time taken there by Pelahak on the mound.
I think it's 6-0 on both sides there. You just kind of throw and swing. Yet 2 on, 3 already across. First pitch missed for ball 1. Now the 1-0 from Pelahak to McCoy. We'll glance back at second pitch on the way outside. Again, got away from Tipko. Runners advance. Krisner to second and Petronas down to third.
So again, 2 runners now in scoring position for the Mustangs with McCoy at the plate. Hunter Pelahak trying to find the strike zone. And it is getting dark.
Yes, it is. 2-0 pitch on the way. High, ball 3. Like to get this wrapped up before it's make the long walk up to the cars in the pouring down rain with equipment. That won't be fun.
Wasn't supposed to rain till like 10, 11
I know.
o'clock.
Look at the skies right now.
Best job in the world.
Meteorologist. You'd be wrong half the time. Still get your paycheck.
Yeah.
College strike. I mean, I guess if you're a Major League Baseball player, too, and you get hits 3 out of 10 times, you're probably close to being a Hall of Famer. So nice to be in that industry. Next pitch on the way.
Ball
outside
4.
for ball 4. So you still don't have an out recorded here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And now the base is loaded for the top of the order. Tyler Sankovic, 7th Mustang to bat here in the bottom of the 6th. And Layton to run here again for the catcher McCoy. And they're loaded up. So you've had O'Brien on Villanueva, Yanoski walk, Kavanaugh on Villanueva, single from Petronas, and back-to-back walks from Krisner and McCoy. And Sankovic at the plate taking ball 1. And Johnson's 1-0 now to Sank. Fastball, Sank fouls it off, evens up the count at 1-1.
He wants to hit. He's not looking to walk up there.
Well, if he gets a home run here, Gary, it would end the game. Bases loaded. They're up 6-0. Home run would make it 10-0.
He'd have to really get a hold of one. That wind's still blowing in from right field, but he's got the power to do it.
1-1, breaking ball. Just missed. 2-1. Pelahak, the 3rd Brownsville pitcher today. 2-1 on the way. Sank well hit ball here to left on a line and caught there by Trent Weibel. Runner tagging, play at the plate. Little one-hopper getting away. Petronas scores. That'll allow Layton to get down to 2nd. And Krisner down to 3rd.
So sacrifice fly for Sankovic, scoring the 7th run in the form of Petronas. And down to 3rd, as you said, was Krisner. And Layton, the courtesy runner, to 2nd. So now 2 more runners in scoring position, and that's going to bring up C.J. Guest.
They appealed down to 3rd. I think we might get an out here, Gary.
I'm not sure about that. Let's see.
He's saying his call's at 2nd. He has to ask Tom if he left early.
Did anybody see
he
it?
didn't leave early. I was kind of watching it. He really took his time. Actually, I thought he left a little late.
Okay. And they appealed to no avail.
Might as well try.
Yeah. Now Guest at the plate. And it's 7-0. That pitch high.
He's hit the ball hard all 3 times. Grounded to 2nd. Hard shot to short. That was an error. And a hard shot to 3rd. That was an error. So he's looking for something. And there's going to be a pitch that's going to go up the 3rd base line and score another run for the Mustangs on a pass ball that time. So that's going to score Krisner. And Tristan McCoy down to 3rd. Run the count to 2-0 on C.J. Guest.
Now it's 8-0. Mustangs just 2 away now from ending this game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. With Guest still at the plate. Next pitch there from Pelahak, and Guest a line drive. That'll bounce in front of Derek Tarpley. That'll score Layton from 3rd, and it's 9-0. So an RBI single for C.J. Guest. His 9th RBI of the season.
Ninth batter to the plate now, and Frank Kula with the winning run on at first. I'm sure Guest will be looking to swipe second base.
Now Kula drives one in the gap to anybody but Tarpley on the fielding. Could have a good opportunity to score Guest. If it goes to Tarpley, might be another.
Well, he didn't have to steal. It was a wild pitch, gets him down to 2nd.
They might as well be aggressive in this situation. 9-0.
Might as well hit a home run.
Yeah. Got a lot of options.
Last at plate as a senior.
It could be his last plate appearance here. Playing for Laurel Highlands. Pitch to Kula, fastball. That was a big time cut. He did. Why not? Why not? Takes the count now to 2-1. So just one out here in the inning. Pelahak's 2-1 to cool. That one popped up.
Why is he
Going
running?
On the left side, and Gesk kind of caught there in the shortstop, Johnson. I don't think he was paying too much attention there to the runner Gesk. They had an opportunity there, maybe getting a double play. Olesko was covering the bag. Nonetheless, goes as an out, and the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
He might have to play that.
Braden
Top of the seventh. Braden O'Brien now coming to the plate.
For the second time in the inning.
Yep. Got on via an error last time up. And get a single here and drive in Guest could end the game.
A lot of room down the left field line.
First pitch outside for ball one.
Big hole between third and short. They're trying to hold Gesk on at second. He dives back in safely on the pickoff attempt.
It's a 9-0 game. I'm feeling a little like drops when I put my hand out there. I don't know if
Don't put your hand out there.
Next pitch on the way high and inside. I don't think that's going to change what's happening though outside. We do have pretty good coverage here being in the box.
Yeah.
Breaking ball, missing inside.
Pelahak thought that was a strike. 3-0. Green light to O'Brien.
Rob Guest tells us we're clear. It's good to know.
Ball
Pitch low,
four.
ball four. So now 2 on, 2 outs. And you'll have Yanoski as the 11th Mustang to bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Another courtesy runner, D'Amico. Is that the second time he's been a courtesy runner this half inning, I believe?
It is,
yes.
yeah, because O'Brien on twice and twice the courtesy runner.
Yes. How often do you see that?
Might be a record.
And now at the plates. Losing track here, Yanoski. He'll take the first pitch for a strike. Start doubling up the book here to figure out where you're at.
Just 2 hits in the inning.
Yanoski walked last time up. Big cut there. Swing and a miss. Now it's 2 strikes on him.
6 runs in.
Pelahak trying to finish off Yanoski. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So we'll play a top half of the 7th. After 6,
headed to the
it's 9-0 Laurel Highlands over Brownsville here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. I have experience in workplace accident cases for nearly 15 years. If you've been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim, are you being treated unfairly by your employer? When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to do that. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call us at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans put you in charge of your dream home project with all of the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Here we go with the top half of the 7th inning. Mustangs on top 9-0. Brownsville down to their last 3 outs. Davey Timko is going to lead off for Brownsville. In to play third base for the Mustangs is Noah Lyon, replacing Yanoski. Get a little action in this final home game of the season.
Hey, for the first time ever, we turn the lights on the press box here at Laurel Highlands. I think it's 1 light.
2.
There are 2 lights there, okay.
So O'Brien trying to go the distance, has plenty of pitches to allow him to get through this inning as he throws a fastball and a half-swing strike there to Davey Timko.
If he hits the limit, Gary, I don't think we'll be playing baseball because it might be dark by then.
You're right. There's a ground ball to short. Sankovic up with it smoothly. On to first to Vecchiola for the out. 2-pitch first out of the inning. Ball stayed down nicely for Sankovic coming off the grass infield, just smoothly making that play. Brings up Hunter Pelahak, now pitching for Brownsville. First pitch, and there's a looper into right center coming in as C.J. Gesk. He's calling everybody off to make that catch for another 1-pitch out. And we're down to 1 out
number 8.
in the 7th inning.
Like the looks of this so far, Gary.
Rylan Johnson now. Beautiful outing for Braden O'Brien moving into the playoffs for the Mustangs. First pitch, that's tying outside. Still having good velocity here in the 7th inning.
Michael Hicks checking in our live stream along with Ed Kindervader. One of both of those folks.
Low for 1-1.
Rick Gallion also saying hello.
1-1 pitch. Just a little low, 2-1.
Tony said his no-hitter was 80 years ago during the World War II era.
Oh, I had a little too
off
short.
A bit.
Fastball in there for a strike. 2-1? 2-2, I thought. Well,
what was the Bob Huggins news today? Did you see that, Gary?
I did not.
Yeah. Something to check
it's
out.
A pitch, swing and a foul tip. He got a piece of it, so we are 2-2 now.
Apparently there's a wild interview with the Cincinnati radio station that's going viral from Coach Huggins.
That's a surprise. 2-2 pitch. O'Brien trying to end things. Strike 3 called. And that'll do it. Throw down to first, unnecessary, but strike 3 called to end things here in the top of the 7th. The Mustangs victorious 9-0 here on the C. Harper Sports Night WMBS. We'll be back with the final statistics to wrap things up here right after these messages.
Of course, our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon.
That's exactly
Coming
right.
Your way next.
Ready for an easier way to manage your cards? Get more power, peace of mind, and security with the new updated app from First Federal of Greene County. Set spending limits, view merchant details, subscriptions, and where your card is stored. Plus, turn off lost or stolen cards. It's card management on your terms. Download the updated app or visit ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
Back wrapping things up here from Landman Field. The Mustangs winning at 9-0 over the Brownsville Falcons. Get our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Here's Gary with your game recap.
Going to distance for the Mustangs, Braden O'Brien with a 2-hitter against Brownsville. Brownsville just with 2 hits. They did not score a run. 1 hit by Trent Weibel in the 5th inning and a hit by Hunter Pelahak in the 4th inning, and he was erased on a wild throw over to first, picked up by Frank Cola, throwing him out at second. So really only 1 base runner that allowed to stay on base, and they only left that 1 runner on base throughout the entire game. So that was it for the Brownsville offense. For the Mustangs, 9 runs, 5 hits. The Mustangs did not commit an error. They were the beneficiary of 4 errors by Brownsville, and they did leave 5 men left on base. So the Mustangs complete their home schedule and look to go to Upper St. Clair tomorrow with a 9-0 victory over Brownsville.
Mustangs improved to 8-8 overall. Loss drops the Falcons to 4-12. Again, as Gary said, Laurel Highlands travels to Upper St. Clair tomorrow. We'll have the Connellsville at Uniontown game for you here on WMBS. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show starting at 6:45. First pitch set for 7 o'clock. For Gary Frankhauser, Frank Kula, Sarah Camp, and Bill Madden back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. This is Brian Morozak, and have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Again, your final score from Laurel Highlands, 9-0 The Laurel Highlands Mustangs defeat the Brownsville Falcons. Pirates baseball on the way next.